It all comes down to this. Who's going to take more? Even in solo queue, it can put out some pretty insane numbers. So who's going to take this big match? Let's find out. The fans, everybody's still here. All the seats sold out tonight. A very big day of League of Legends indeed.
So aiming on a recall is why they're doing it. Taking a while, but enough procs of the permafrost. They're going to get through it. Nicely done. Creative timing. 3-6 minutes. First Infernal goes down. We've just had the most Infernals today.
Yeah, it's a fiery day, and it's blazing hot in Seoul nowadays.
And I'm sure everyone at home, you know, Twitch chat is also suiting up, having a shower beforehand, shaving before they watch the game.
Absolutely. That's what I do when I watch, too. Aiming getting in here, as Sen took a whole lot of damage, but just ignites traded, actually. For that one, as we're level 6 in the mid lane, and we're killing a cannon.
We can win this via catch and via jumping between lanes. As there are the assist pings, they dive in, one CC leads to another. Very nicely done. How does that even look?
They dive in, and speaking of which, we're diving onto Sen, and there's that burst damage as, oh boy, from downtown, the Kobe from the side of Dread is going to put down that Rakan as one-on-one.
On that plays, they pick it up, and two nice picks here for Afrika. They need to keep up this tempo. Dove caught him mid. Whoa, okay.
Oh, okay. Looks like he's not able to land that body slam, and a counter cask from the side of Dove. He's going to show him
the bot lane. So the kill involvement, but nothing really else to separate. A 10 CS lead here between the duos. This is going to be a Stormrazor game, so not going to be the man immune like we mentioned. And now Summer's like, but I just got here.
I don't have teleport. What do you mean I have to run all the way back? And even more importantly, that could be a Rift Herald that goes down on time. As, okay, slicing Maelstrom in the mid lane here from Dove, but UCal has to flash away from that one. You could try to set up a return to that with Sejuani, but no ultimate available.
Reminder that he will be the only AP user that's going to be able to use Slicing Maelstrom this game, so it might actually be a case we'll see a couple of times. Onto the Rift Herald. It's getting low in health. There will be no more eye, but it seems like Onflake just doesn't have any priority to go near it.
Yeah, no ultimate, no real help.
Afrika looking for an answering Drake with a newfound presence. Fortunately, it is the Ocean. Rise and aiming will appreciate this, but it certainly doesn't give the ever-present value of the Infernal. Down, and yeah, only turret plates of the game have been from Afrika Freaks. As so far, Stred's back top side. He's definitely had the run of the jungle over the series.
Oh, baited him in there. The question is, can they get the kill? Dread reaching for it, but not quite able to, as he's got to be careful here. Not quite gonna land. Summit gets away alive.
And he just TP'd back!
I know, it's so sad. Poor Summit this whole series. He's just being bullied every single time.
It is legitimate bullies.
He's gonna kill him anyway! Doesn't push him away, but has he gotten too confident here? Has the stopwatch and a bunch of allies. Joker's gonna be the first one to go down, and Dread baits them all into this one. Keen against Ghost, aiming against Dove. Dove is going to go down. Ghost
that Joker has found nothing on this Rakan. It's been harsh to try to watch him through multiple different means. TP to top side, Dove didn't join. He had TP, but chose not to join, so Ocean goes down.
Slower as well. But as I say that, Sandbox looking for the play here in the mid lane, and see you later, Kaisa. That was real quick. Didn't waste any time on that one, as they knew she did not have her flash from earlier on. Everybody was getting out of there.
And Dread ended up buffering the Sejuani ultimate, as there's another Leona ult.
Dove's got a couple that are quite good, actually, if you think about it, as they're zoning everybody out on the left side here. Sandbox is going to get a turret here.
80 cannon, so even if he's there for a flank, you're not as respectful of it. Nice moment from Sandbox. The Leona ults do incredible damage.
Oh boy. Dread, where are you going, buddy? They didn't know he was on a ward. They want to get this kill on a summon first, but they can't even do that, and the double knockup comes through from Joker. Finally makes that Rakan work. And here.
He can use the Realm Walk to check.
Let's see what they can do here. Already getting pretty low, trying to get some wards down, but double control ward. Trying to poke them down. In goes Senin, but that Glacial Prison straight onto the Rise, and they're able to burst him down. There's not much that aiming can do. Senin, though, buying some time. We got a DP coming in now. Joker's getting pretty low. Aiming's able to survive. Kane's here now, but he's going 1v5, and he's going to get popped. And that's the Baron going to Sandbox, as Afrika are not able to show up here. Dread now going to get realm warped on by the Silence, actually, but does get away. But that is a huge...
Can happen. It's when the Baron is at 4,000 forced to 3,000 as they engage. So actually, there is no clench moment about whether the Baron might be stolen by a random skill shot. It's in safe range. Keen dives in and instantly gets popped. Such is AD Kennen forced to group.
It's not the game you want to have if you are Keen here. You would love to be pushing side lanes and pressuring, but Sandbox has been able to force a couple of picks. They get a second Infernal Drake. They're now ahead by 2,500 gold with the Baron buff. Sandbox immediately put on a masterclass of how to get back in the game here in the span of 5 minutes. Now they're going pretty deep, though, as the cast is going to come out, but they got AoE damage in spades out of that Jace, and even Ghost going to line up the feathers, and nobody from Afrika can stand up to that.
This is what we were alluding to. How do Afrika fight against this front line when they've got AD Kennen and a lot of burst damage, but not a lot of stickiness, not a lot of front line. It's an AP Gragas, of course. Sandbox won't be able to break the base just yet, but Silas, in the meanwhile, these are the fundamentals that Sandbox have had. Their shot calling is usually very good in this scenario, trying to create multiple points of power. Buff stolen, but now the base stays true.
Bait him into covering the middle as they rotate down, and, well, we're trying to kill a Silas. That's going to be incredible.
What are you doing?
That is so desperate at this point in the game, and it is absolutely not going to work. Nice try, but that's all I'm going to give you, as Inhibitor does go.
If you dive in there with AD Kennen, Rise, Leona, do you kill anyone? Maybe not. When Sandbox is starting to get a lot of base stats and itemization done. So the sort of creative plays that got them their leads in the laning phase allowed them to out-rotate. Right now, hold a lot less value, and if a second Baron comes down, I think Afrika will soon follow it with the Baron respawning in a minute and a half.
Nobody's going to be fighting over that Cloud Drake, that's for sure. We might see Sandbox take it to get the Elder spawn, but that's just about it, as we're looking for picks here. Summit checking the brush, but not actually where they were. We're trying to dive now onto Leona. Do they have the damage sent in? Looking to turn it around. Now he's going to land it on the 2, actually. But Dove coming in from the left side. You got a little bit late to this one, as in goes Dove, is able to zone out 3 members just by himself. But Afrika is able to get away from that one. Kind of a mysterious cast there from Dread, as he can...
They actually reset Sandbox, and do notice that they actually have a lot of items clogging inventories. No control wards possible from mid and AD carry that just reset. 2 down from the Rakan, so it's probably going to be imperfect vision here from Sandbox. They need to get a fight then. It's not going to be a Baron from pressure with only 2 control wards.
Sandbox moving in as a team. Afrika gonna start it here as Yukal not able to get there just yet. He doesn't have Realm Warp. Sandbox coming on in 5v4 as everybody's solo, and Dove goes in with that ultimate, but it's not going to be enough here as Sandbox way too far ahead. Yukal is going to go down. Is not going to be able to use that Realm Warp to get to safety here as Afrika. A bit of desperation at the end of it all, as maybe Dread gets away. That would be just it, as Sandbox are looking to end this game.
Look to follow the minion wave on bot side. Inhibitor respawns in 40 seconds. That should be enough time to close the game. That's going to be the call here. They're calling to end.
Yeah, they're coming on in here as a team. 4-on-1. Dread, unfortunately, had a good early game, but wasn't really able to get much afterwards, as middle and late game was not enough. Not enough, certainly, to stop this one. We got Senin coming back here, as the respawn of the Inhibitor a little bit too late. They're just going to be able to taunt up Senin and take down the Nexus, as Sandbox are going to win this series 2-1.
Almost famous last words there. We got the early zoom out, and it wasn't quite the last hit, but the observer was right. Sandbox just about
Sunwin, game bài Macau đầu tiên tại Việt Nam.